Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. This week's ROM hack recommendation is something slightly different. It is Rent a Hero, which is a Dreamcast game. Now originally this came out for the Sega Mega Drive. I didn't even know that up until today when I was researching some facts for this video. Now the reason that I like this game, it's because it was on a Dreamcast, it was Japanese only, and only recently it got translated. I'll make sure I leave links in the description of the video that will get you the patch files if you want to patch the Japanese version yourself and get it working in English. Now I generally like to stick to aspect ratios, but for this one I used the Redream emulator and I made it widescreen, and it actually looks decent. Maybe because I haven't played the original, but this looks okay to me. But the game starts off as your character, you are in your father's house and you're new in the street from what I can work out, and you invited all the neighbors over. So as you start the game, you kind of speak to your dad, you speak to all the guests that are in there. That guy there looks like Jin Kazuya out of Tekken. But as you're going around, you're speaking to everyone, they're eating food, and there is one big guy in the room that kind of eats all the food. You can see that he's got like 2 drumsticks in his hand. So your father's like, hey, you know what, the food is running out, we need some more food, go and order some food, I'll pay for it. And as you go to order the food, the kind of adventure begins. Now this is as wacky as any Japanese game out there, and there's a reason I like games like that. Back when we were growing up, there used to be a lot of import shops around. The internet wasn't a big thing, even though there is mention of the internet in this game. Internet was just beginning, but the internet was not a big thing at all. And you know, you would go to shops and you would look at import games, and many a times I would see games and I would have no idea what that game would be, and something like this is what you would see, but it would be in Japanese, and it looked like it was text heavy because this game is like classed as an action role-playing game. So you never got to try them out, and I think it's fantastic that we're getting translations. So as far as the story goes, where you go to order the food, there's a few different options you've got there, but the option that the game points you towards delivers the food, and the guy says, I'm going to give you a surprise. So after you order the food, you go up and you see your father. I'm only going to tell you like the basics of the story because I like some of the stuff that I'm seeing in here. The fact that your father's a crackpot and decides to wear some funky costume to his party. Now I don't know if that's Japanese culture or not. I'm not a very cultured individual. I really know my own culture, but I guess I would kind of like it. I mean, going to a party and someone puts on a costume, hey, why not? But little does he know his son's gonna get his own costume. And if you look at the back of his t-shirt, you can see the 32X and the Mega Drive logo there, and there's some really good like, I wouldn't call them Easter eggs, but there's some really good homages to other kind of Sega stuff, and there's a lot of wordplay in here. But anyway, you've ordered the food, the doorbell rings, you get this eccentric guy coming through, and he brings your food over, and it is pizza. Who doesn't like pizza? We've been talking about pizza recently because Turtles came out for the Mr. FPGA, and because of that I played Turtles, and a subconscious thing worked on me, and I went and got pizza like that night. So awesome stuff. So you pay the guy, your sister, who I presume is your sister, takes care of food, unless she's the servant in the house. I'm not quite sure, you know, I don't always pay attention to the story. But now this is like some nutty doctor professor guy that also runs a pizza shop. Quite wacky, and he gives you this box, and this box is where you get the hero costume. But you are Rent a Hero. You rent your services, you help people in need, and they pay you in gold. Gold is the currency of this game. Now I really like this game. It is such a whacked out funny game, and it is a unique experience, and honestly it's well worth playing. The only unfortunate thing is I don't have a Dreamcast, and the Dreamcast in the UK, they're all 50 Hz, so you can't play stuff at the correct speed. So maybe somewhere down the line I'd like to get a Dreamcast, but when I buy a Dreamcast I want to buy 2 arcade sticks with it, I want to buy multiple controllers. It's going to end up costing me quite a lot. Okay, there's your costume, you press the X button, you change into it, and this is where the story gets kind of interesting. So your father's in there, he's like father like son, you've got your costume there. Anyway, he kind of offers you a fight, but what your father doesn't know is you have got a suit with, that's right, superpowers. Well, your dad is just looking like a inflated dinosaur. Now I like the background in this. If you have a look at the front room, you've got TV, looks like you've got a vinyl collection there at the bottom, an open magazine. It just looks really, really nice. The backgrounds in this game are nice. And anyway, this is where you fight your dad. And this game, there's fighting in this. You kind of do the RPG bits and it leads you to fights. But you one punch your father. Everyone around the party gathers up, and there is Jin from Tekken. That really does look like Jin from Tekken. Let me know if I'm wrong, but I don't think I am wrong. But yeah, your father's knocked out. Everyone likes the show. You feel kind of bad because, hey, you just kind of knocked out your daddy. But then you kind of realize, okay, this suit, it's a little stronger. It makes me stronger. You didn't punch your father that hard, but he just took it badly. And you've got all the guests here, and that tubby guy, he's still eating the 2 drumsticks, man. The guy just doesn't stop. They're probably gonna have to order a 3rd meal. So yeah, you knock out your dad, you're a little bit shocked, you're like, hey, what is going on here? And honestly, this game is as goofy as ever. You're gonna go through it, you're gonna like the story. Honestly, it is amazing. And I love like the kind of like intro scenes, the cut bits you get in here. Now the 2 bars at the bottom, you've got HP and BT. I didn't work out what the BT was till the end because I was running around like a superhero, but as you're a superhero, that kind of wears down. And then you've got your HP, which are your health points. Now there are some decent things in this game. There's a few things that were negative, but not majorly negative. Oh, let's have a look at a few screenshots of the Mega Drive version. So this is the Mega Drive version. I just thought I'd put a few stills up running. Hopefully, yeah, here we go. Yeah, it is a slideshow. Sorry, I'm kind of doing on the fly editing on here, and I wanted to add these in here, but we'll see a few Mega Drive ones going through as we're running through the game. So the Mega Drive one was a 2D one. Your fighting view was like your Street Fighter kind of view. I never played it on the Mega Drive. I just literally had to research it. But anyway, let's get rid of that because this bit here is awesome. Now, the crazy doctor professor, the one that gives you the suit, he gives you a Sega Dreamcast. That's right, not a Dreamcast, a Dreamcast. And that is your hub. That's where you get your missions, that's where you save your game. And if you noticed over there was a telephone box. Those are classic telephone boxes here in the UK. We have a few of them in London. They're actually protected and you can't knock them down. They're known as I can't think of the right word now, but they're known as national treasures. And they've got them in this Japanese game, which is fairly awesome. So the first mission you get is to hand out 8 leaflets. So you kind of got to walk around. It's a little bit difficult finding everyone because you're going to some of the shops in there. You speak to people, they don't take it, but some of the staff take your leaflet. But you can find it out. The game world isn't too big. Eventually, you give a leaflet to, well, a karate guy or some kind of sifu, and he teaches you some moves. Now, I didn't grasp the combat straight away because you learn combos. I don't know if you've got to set them or I did try and set them, but I couldn't do the moves. I'll look into that later because I do kind of intend to play this game, and I'll play this on a handheld device. It plays really, really nicely. I kind of get like little Shenmue vibes out of this. Reminds me a little bit of Shenmue. Nowhere near as good, but honestly, this game is unique enough to play. Like, definitely try it out. So you go through there, you learn your moves, and I guess that's kind of like partly how you level up. And here you go, we've learned some moves, and you go in there, and this is the stuff that I really like about it. You go there and it is your classic movie punk bad guy, and he's there harassing a woman, and it's really bad. I don't know, they keep using the word pimping. I've come across it a few times. Some of the characters in this are really cool. Some of them are just damn right creeps. But here you go. This guy's been harassing the woman. He won't let her leave. And some of the stuff he comes out with is just really immoral. Well, good thing Rent-A-Hero is here, because Rent-A-Hero here will save the lady and beat up this funky looking punk. And it's funny in games because a lot of the older games, whenever someone was a punk, they were associated, or they were bad guys in the movies and in video games. I don't know what he's got in his t-shirt. He's got some kind of demon there. It is some kind of demon there, like a Yoshimitsu mask or something. But yeah, he goes out to fight you. But hey man, you're a superhero. I might have taken a couple of hits, but in the end I whacked him out. And yeah, I can see later on the game will progress and you'll get more of these fights. And when I finally do learn the moves and learn the new combos, maybe I'll be better at the game and I'll enjoy it some more. But I did like my play of this. I played it for about an hour and a half, for this video, and I enjoyed my playtime of it. I checked little parts, I spoke to the characters. It was interesting, it was unique, and let me know your thoughts about what you think of this, because originally the Dreamcast was a 4:3 aspect ratio machine. Now Redream, I kind of bought the premium version so I could run this in a higher resolution than what the Dreamcast native resolution is, but the widescreen hack I think looks really well. The characters don't look squashed to me, but to be honest, I never ever tried it in the native aspect ratio. You get to give yourself a superhero name. I call myself Pixel Man because that's the maximum amount of letters you can have, and my name in here, I call myself PCN. And this woman's carrying around a lot of gold with her. See, a save and she gives you 2,000 gold. That's a lot of heavy change to carry around. I mean, she could have just beat that guy up with the gold coins. But anyway, she's late for a date, and it's interesting because I don't think it's on film, but you know, she kind of goes to meet her date and the date is not there, and then they kind of meet later on, and it's very interesting. So this is one of the shops in there, and it's called like My Burger or My Donald Burger, something similar. Again, a wordplay on McDonald's. So interesting, isn't it? There's quite a few word plays that I found straight away in this. There's probably more, and that's that punk that we smashed up earlier, and he's still scared, hiding behind the car. Which I found really funny. There are some humorous parts in there. Again, you can see the karate guy again, and he teaches you some more moves. This is a really good game. Some of these parts remind me of like Legend of the Mystical Ninja, only in the fact that the way you train and the way you go. This is obviously a 3D game. On the Mega Drive, it was a 2D game. You kind of learn more moves over here, and hopefully I can get them in game. I have saved my progress, and I will get back to this. But honestly, I'm making so many videos of recent. I'm really grinding it on the channel, trying to get it up to like the next level. I'm actually not playing that many games. I really need to play. My aim was to complete Resident Evil 4 Remake and then move on to Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, which is out very soon. But I'm just making videos, so I'm having a blast playing the games while I'm making the videos, and it is a lot of fun. So you get there's obviously a menu system, and you kind of have to like equip your moves. Now, if you remember games back in 2000, menus and the quality of life stuff wasn't as intuitive as it is now. So over here you've got the supermarket. I ran out of my, I can't remember what it's called now. So you've got your HP and the other one, was it BP? I ran out of the points there, and I had to go shop and buy. And one of the things that sucks is when you actually training with the karate guy and he hits you, you lose energy, so you need to go and refill. Now these two kids here made me laugh. They tricked me and they made me step in, well, you're gonna find out. You just stepped in dog poo. Again, that's just funny. These kids, they trick you, they make you walk in dog poo, and then they leg it. And I think this is a good point to end the video. I think you should check this out. Really interested in what you think about it. Share your thoughts about it. I know I usually do stuff that runs on the analog pocket, but I wanted to do something a little bit different, and this is out for the Dreamcast. The Dreamcast is a fantastic machine, and it's nice to see that people are still working on translations. But guys, that's really it for this video. If you like the content, a subscription and a like is super appreciated. I will see you guys around in the next video. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.